Video 6, English 4. Assalamu alaikum. Students, today we are going to discuss about the topics of the Unit 4, a great player. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about the some words that showing time, recognize and apply capitalization to the initial letter of proper nouns. So, I'm going to start with first the concept about prepositions. Because before we're going to discuss about the prepositions of time, we must need to understand about the concept, what are prepositions. Have you any idea about what are prepositions? Yes? Some kind of a relationship that show? Yes, that's fine. Prepositions. You can see on the board, as you can see, prepositions is a word that indicates the position or relation of a noun or a proper noun. It means that it defines a relation of any between two persons or thing or any kind of a position that indicates in any form. Now, what are prepositions? Like we know that is a what are the words that link up and that indicates preposition. Here you can see that is a rule. Preposition is a word placed before a noun that shows the relation in which one person or thing stands to another person or a thing. For example, in which one thing has a relationship to another person or another thing. For example, we are using at, on, in, before, during, after. Some kind of a mannerisms and some kinds of things that we use by, in, like, with. These all are forms of prepositions that we are using. Now, what are prepositions of time? Now come to the topic. Look at this. The prepositions of time is a glowing verb that lines indicate what is a preposition of time. As you can see on the board that is already in written, a preposition of a time refers to a specific time period. Like it defines a specific time period. Such as, for example, you're describing a date. For example, you're describing the days of the week, you're describing the month, you're describing the year. So it means that preposition of times describes the time period. So here there are three rules from where we are using in, on, and it. In we are using to discuss months, seasons, years, centuries, and longer periods of time. For example, here you can see some examples in the morning, in the evening, in March, in the spring, in 1985, some kind of year that you are using, we use in. Now move to where we use on preposition. On we can use to discuss certain days of the weeks or certain portions of a days of a week. For example, on Sunday, for example, on Thursday, for example, on a specific day like on 15th May, on August, on weekend, these are the examples that we are using preposition on. Comes to the at, where we use at. At is used to discuss clock times. Must remember, the preposition at is always used to discuss clock times. For example, you can see on the board at 12 o'clock, at noon, at 9 p.m., at night, at I.m. For example, we are using that I have here. Okay, we are describing the time at 9 p.m. Okay, we will have a meeting at 9 p.m. So we are describing a clock time period. So this is a preposition that we use. So these three prepositions are most commonly used. I hope you have understood about the prepositions of time. Now, another topic of this lesson today is the use of capitalization. Why capitalization is important when we are writing any kind of a draft or any kind of written work? Why we use capitalization? Actually, capitalization letters is used with proper nouns. And what are proper nouns? Before going to proper nouns, we might not understand what are proper nouns. Proper nouns is a specific name for a particular person, place, or thing. Proper nouns are always capitalized. For example, what thing comes in? Place, thing, or a person. These three are proper nouns and it must be capitalized. Now, here in front of you, there are some kind, we use capital letters with proper nouns, name of the holidays, special events if we are writing about, groups, for example, a particular specific group, always start with a capital letter. For example, the name of the person, always start with a capital letter. For example, name of the place, start with a capital letter. For example, a thing, important thing, and important work that must be capitalized. Now here in front of you, you can see that there are some sentences written on the board. Number one, I'm already have capitalized all the things, but the other one remainings are not capitalized. We will discuss it and we will do it in this lesson. Jansher Khan won the world championship. As you can see, Jansher Khan is a name, is a proper noun. Obviously, the J will be obviously the capital one. Then the world championship. The W will be the capital one. The champion C will be capital one because it's a particular thing, like it's a particular important role play that we need to be obviously highlighted. Okay, now move to that one. As you can see in number 2, Independence Day of Pakistan is on August 14, 1947. You can see independence is an important one, must be capitalized. Day of Pakistan. So Pakistan is an important country place, so needs to be capitalized P. Pakistan. And you can see that August. We know that these things, the important times and important months and important things, we need to be capitalized. August, A would obviously is capitalized. 14th, 1947. You can see the Pakistanis are great pair. You can see the P is a small letter one. No. So Pakistanis, obviously, it's a kind of an proper noun. We need to be capitalized. You can see the next one. He is a member of Iqbal Cricket Club. Now, you can see that he is a member, that is enough. But Iqbal Cricket Club is an important proper noun. So, I should be capitalized. Cricket Club, C, and Club C is also capitalized. He is a member of Iqbal Cricket Club. So in this way, students, we capitalized the important. Obviously, we need to highlight, for need to highlighting these important things, we need to be capitalize these things. Either for an important place or a thing or a person noun, we need to capitalize it. So in this lesson, we discussed about two important things. Number one is the prepositions. We discussed about prepositions, the rule of the prepositions. Then we discussed about prepositions of the time. And then we discussed about the rule of capitalization. Why we need to use and where we need to put accurate capitalization of a specific word. So this is all about. If you find any difficulty, consult your teacher or your parents. I hope this video is helpful for you in understanding these concepts. Thank you very much.